Alright y'all, let's be real. Mercedeez forgot to hit record at the start of this video. Step 1 is long gone. But don't worry, she did clean and prep those brows. Imagine her looking all serious, with cotton pads like, "Don't play with me, I'm a professional. Now let's catch up." Here's Mercedeez taking off the lifting solution, which has an eerie smell similar to a black person's perm or relaxer. Like she's telling her brows, "Relax babes, let go of that stress. We're about to level you up." It's basically brow yoga. They're getting stretched into their best selves. Mercedeez is telling those hairs, "Relax, stretch, find your center." And yes, she's brushing them up in between. Because discipline, people. These brows have to learn to stand tall. Now, here's something a lot of people miss. Mercedeez is cleansing the brows in between the lifting solution and the setting solution. Why? Because we've got to remove any leftover product before locking everything into place. If you skip this step, you risk uneven results or brows that don't hold the way they should. Clean canvas equals flawless lamination. Now, Mercedeez brushes the brows again, because lamination is basically hair training camp. She's making sure every strand knows its place. Then, boom, setting solution. Translation: stay right here, don't move, no funny business. This is the glue that locks in the new attitude. Now Mercedeez is locking them into place. Think of it as her saying, "You'll better stay put. We are not about to have wild brows running around here." This is the moment where brows go from chaos to main character. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel, the voice you are hearing voicing this amazing video. You might be wondering why Mercedeez picked me to be the narrator for her aesthetics journey. Well, the truth is, she needed someone who could keep up with her energy, crack a few jokes, and hype up her treatments like they're the main event. And let's be real, brows, facials, and skincare transformations deserve dramatic commentary. Keep watching to see the full transformation. Now that Mercedeez has applied the setting solution, it's time for the brows to chill under their little blanket saran wrap. Yep, you heard that right. The wrap helps lock the product in and creates a warm, sealed environment for a deeper application. Think of it as a spa day within a spa day. The brows are literally marinating in success right now. The setting lotion needs time to do its job, so we let it sit for about 8 to 9 minutes. And now, brows get tucked in under their little saran-wrapped blanket. They're not asleep, they're marinating. Here's the thing, you can leave it on longer if your brow hairs are coarse and stubborn, but please proceed with caution. Too long, and you're not leveling up your brows, you're burning them off. And nobody wants crispy brows or irritated skin. So yes, patience pays off. But overdoing it can snatch more than just your look. Here comes the lifting solution, or as I like to call it, brow yoga. Mercedeez is telling those hairs, "Relax, stretch, find your center," and yes, she's brushing them up in between, because discipline, people. These brows have to learn to stand tall. Okay, quick honesty moment. Mercedeez forgot to hit record on this part too. But here's what went down. After the setting lotion, she applied the adhesion solution. This step is basically the stay put serum. It keeps those brows in place and helps lock in that laminated look. And yes, that means the saran wrap comes back for an encore performance. It's not just for fun. The wrap helps press the brows flat and ensures the adhesion works evenly for that flawless, sculpted finish. So even though you didn't see it on camera, trust me, the brows got their VIP treatment. Now it's time to let these brows marinate. Mercedeez just applied the lifting solution, and we're sealing it in under a layer of saran wrap. Think of it like putting leftovers in the fridge. We're locking in the freshness so the solution can do its job. The wrap creates a warm, controlled environment that helps the solution penetrate deeper and train the brow hairs to stay in their new, lifted position. Basically, the brows are at their own little spa day, and trust me, they're loving it. Alright, time to unwrap these beauties. Mercedeez is carefully taking off the saran wrap. No more marinating. The brows are ready for their reveal. Next, she's cleaning them up. wiping away any extra solution so we can see our beautiful, lifted brows underneath. Think of it as the big, ta-da, moment before moving on to the next step. Alright, time to give these brows some TLC. Mercedeez is cleaning them off again, brushing them into place, and then finishing with a nourishing oil. Clean skin, clean brows, clean results. If you don't cleanse in between, it's chaos. Now here's why this part matters. Lamination and tinting can leave the brows a little thirsty, just like your skin after a deep treatment. The nourishing oil restores moisture, conditions the hairs, and keeps them soft and healthy instead of brittle. Think of it like giving your brows a glass of water and a spa robe after a long day. Plus, brushing them one last time makes sure every hair is aligned in its new home. Clean, brushed, hydrated. These brows are officially living their best life. Brows worked hard. Now they're getting their reward. A little oil, a little hydration, a lot of love. This is basically brow conditioner. Soft, shiny, thriving. Now that the brow lamination is complete, Mercedeez is moving right into the tinting process. First things first, we mix our developer with the brown tint at a 2:1 ratio. That means twice as much tint to 1 part developer, giving us the perfect balance for rich, even color. This step not only defines the brows, but also enhances the lift we just created during lamination. It's like giving the brows both shape and personality. Now, it's tint time. Developer plus tint equals brow wardrobe upgrade. Here's something important. Once the developer and tint are mixed, we don't rush straight to the brows. Mercedeez lets the mixture sit in the glass container for about 2 to 3 minutes. This gives the formula time to oxidize and deepen into the perfect shade before applying. That way, we can control the richness of the color and avoid any surprises on the skin. Think of it like letting your tea steep patience brings out the best results. And trust me, these brows deserve a perfectly brewed tint. Brows are steeping like tea right now. Strong, bold, and better by the minute. Once the tint and developer are mixed and applied, we let the brows sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. Just enough time for the color to process and reach the shade we want. Now here's the key. Tinting is all about timing. Leave it to short and the color won't pop. Leave it to long and suddenly your brows are auditioning for the villain role in a soap opera. So Mercedeez is watching closely, making sure the brows develop into that perfect, natural brow. Alright, so after the tint has been on the brows for about 8 minutes, it's time to cleanse them off and reveal that fresh, defined look. Now, here's the catch. Mercedeez totally forgot to record herself cleansing the brows. I guess she was a little too excited, acting like the brows weren't going home with her anyway. But let me tell you, the cleanse happened. The brows survived. And oh yes, the brows are popping, period.